Hello everyone. Just before we start carrying on with what I normally carry on with, I had an epiphany. Oh my giddy up! Tissue, I need tissue. Quick.
Oh dear. I've got the wrong glasses. Oh dear.
Stop! Stop laughing!
A bit weak of it. Oh dear. Apologise about that. I just put the words. Oh dear.
Stop.
I do apologise for that. I'm just not used to Deb coming out with such big words. So try and put it another way.
Well, it occurred to me that some of you might be new viewers, and if you are, we're Mark and Debbie, and we've been cruising on our narrowboat now for 4 years. We've done a fair bit of the canal network, and we put a vlog out near enough every week.
And if you're regular viewers, all I can do is apologise.
Yes, so this little video is from our travels from Huntingdon to just outside Bedford.
Yeah, you'd have seen in the last video, I think we were just entering Huntingdon.
Yeah.
The plan was to get moored up for
a shop and some water.
And we checked out, as we always do, Google Maps and the Goba moorings where they're available. There's 2 sets of moorings there. There's one parkside, which was big enough for
two
boats. Yeah, there was
2 boats.
Yeah, because there was us and the retired couple who was on there.
Alice and Keith.
On their little 40-foot boats, so about 100 foot of moorings. And then you had some bigger moorings just before the old arch bridge.
Yeah.
Now, according to the map, it said there's a water point there, albeit you will need a very long hose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we managed to get shopping.
Yeah, 5 minutes walk.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And done a little recce to check out the water point, but things weren't going to go to plan. Yeah, so it says a long hose. Even if you have got a long hose, you can't connect to the tap because maintenance, obviously, at some point in their wisdom, has replaced a faulty tap with just a drinking push button tap. So you press it, and it lets water out for about 10 seconds, then goes off. So we've managed to get shopping on some fluids, but not the 500 litres of fresh water we was hoping for. I think there's a marina around the corner that do let you fill up there, albeit a small charge, so we shall try that. Well, we managed to get water.
Yes, I'm on at Buckden Marina. Very kind gentleman called Derek said that we could get water.
Yeah, it says on the Goba maps, Buckden Marina, water facilities there for a small charge.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those moor up. It's on the outside, just behind us there. Moor up, pop in and see the guy, tell him what you want to do, and he's okay.
Yeah.
So I was hoping for a dirty weekend, but now we've got a full tank of water. I've got to have a shower. Where are you heading, missus?
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, so lock set in our favour. Just drop Deb off. She can do the gates, upper body workout, and I'll hold the boat in the lock.
He's asking me to talk when there's people just to the left of me.
Deck is
I
a
do not like
little bit
talking
self-conscious. We just come through Manchester Lock. We've got the EA moorings there. There's boats already on there, but you do a U-turn and you literally go straight into Manchester. So we're hoping
there's some at the bottom.
Yeah, some at the bottom there. If not, we just go back a mile that way and there's some Gober moorings.
Yeah.
Well, there was a couple of spaces we could have squeezed in, but the park very, very busy with people. No, I'm not against people.
No,
a lot
it's
of
the
dog
dogs.
walkers.
Yeah,
as you know,
so.
Bonnie and Alfie get a little bit stressed out with all the dogs. So
and we get stressed out because they are not friendly. So it's better to find somewhere a little bit more quieter. So we're off to the Gober moorings at
Brampton.
I keep saying it wrong.
Keep calling it Bradford.
Yeah. No, Bramford.
Bramford.
Wherever that is.
Brampton. If Deb is right, I will do an apology on screen, but I think that is Brampton. Brampton? Or have I got it wrong now? I don't know.
Yeah, so we got to Brampton moorings, which were lovely moorings. It was a quiet. It was blissful.
Yeah, I think we had the weekend there. Had 2 nights there. Large meadow. It's a bankside mooring. Room for 5 or 6 boats.
Yeah.
Irregular mooring. And then you can walk through the meadow. Then there's a campsite. Walk through around the campsite, and you come back round to Barford Mill pub and restaurant, which seemed quite busy.
Yeah.
We didn't go there. Don't know why we didn't go there. I know why we didn't go there, because we're too tight.
We're too tight.
I think we actually barbecued or something.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. I much prefer to do that anyway.
So we left there. The plan was to get to
Buckden Marina.
Yeah, just to top up with fuel and water.
Yeah. The fuel part was closed.
Yeah, luckily, as you'll see why in a minute.
But we did get water.
Yeah, and we was going to more Gering. What? Gering? I don't know.
We were going to more somewhere just outside St Neots. I can't remember what it was. But we got a phone call.
You put anything in my tea?
Which no, you spat it out everywhere. So we got a phone call anyway, and it's sort of like
out of the blue, totally changed our cruising plans
for the day. Yeah.
Don't know whether I'm holding the camera still enough for you to get the price. Yeah, so I'm not sure what canal prices are at the moment for diesel, but that's the dearest we've seen. Hence my wallet stayed in my back pocket. Neots Lock, very, very large lock this one, probably 120 feet long. You'd get 2 60-foot narrowboats in here, bow to stern. About an 8-foot rise on this, so quite a big lock compared to the ones we've been through. We've been doing 5 mile an hour, Deborah. Why is that?
Because we're actually meeting up with Tina and the boys. Tina, Scott and the boys are going to come and see us at St Neots.
Yeah, they had a hospital appointment cancelled today, so they'd had all day allocated for that. No bouncy castles or anything, so yeah, they're about an hour away.
Yeah.
Hour and 8 minutes.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so
I'm
we're
that excited I can't eat.
Yeah, so we wasn't going into St Neots today.
We are now.
But we are now. So we've been cruising at 1600 revs, 5 mile an hour instead of my 1400 revs at 4 mile an hour.
Yeah, poor
and
boaty.
The speed limit was 7 mile an hour, so still well below that. But just want to get there. Hopefully there's available moorings at the park in St Neots.
There's 2 lots of moorings to choose from, so I'm pretty sure we'll be okay.
Sharing the space with the cruisers today. Kept over right, giving plenty of room to get past.
Yeah, so we had a wonderful few hours with the grandchildren.
Yeah,
It was wonderful.
Had a mess about in the park, mess about on the boat, went out for some lunch, but just went so quick.
It did.
And I think it was it 4 or 5 weeks since we left the marina, so I hadn't seen him for 4 or 5 weeks, which seemed a lifetime considering through lockdown and that, when we were stuck up Nantwich area, we didn't see him for months and months and months. So
no, but it went too quick anyway. So but that was done.
Yeah, weather forecast for the following day
was very
hot.
warm.
So it was early to bed that night.
Yeah,
so
early to rise.
Get up nice and early, go across to the moorings opposite, fill up the water, and get going before the sun got too hot.
Oops.
What we're doing, Deborah?
We're actually returning. We've only been left about 20 minutes.
No, 45 minutes from when I left the key in the water point, and we got to the lock. You need the key to operate the lock. So I'm now going back to where he was. And the worst bit about it, we got up early this morning to beat the sun, and I'm just sort of lost. Yeah, 45 minutes here, 45 minutes. Yeah.
But you've got to smile. It's a beautiful day. Go on, smile.
Oh, I didn't. It hurt. Yeah, so the engine noise might be a little bit high.
Because we're doing 50 mile an hour.
Yeah, in the words of Robbie Cummings, we're cranking it. So just hope the keys
Fingers
are there.
crossed. Yeah, someone hasn't took it.
So I don't know where we'd get a set today. There's 2 keys on that key ring. There was our Abloy key, which is your EA key. Does all the locks and facilities on the Neen and Thames and the Great Ouse, and then there's another little key, middle level Yale key, which we won't need until we get back to the middle levels. But if I can't get that key today, we're not going anywhere.
Scuppered.
So I will update you soon, hopefully with a smiley face. Well, we got back to the water point.
And
well, I think you can guess if I'm smiling.
Dun,
Had to put my hat on. It's the sun is beating down. Had to put the dogs in. They're just way too hot. So I suppose we've only lost about 45 minutes. It wasn't as long as I said it was it back? Unless I was going a little bit too quick, but I wouldn't never do that. Yeah, so we've just gone through Eaton Soaking Lock. We've got 2 more locks to do.
Yes, Roxton Locks and Great Barford.
And then we're going to try and moor up at Great Barford. Yeah, I think there's a water point there, although we've just filled up the water. The reason I left these behind, or this is my excuse, the last water point we had, I left the hose adapter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when I come this morning to put my hose, I didn't have the hose adapter. So
First time this year, so that's a good.
Yeah, I normally get through about 4 a year. So we had a hunt round, managed to find the spare one, and I was so concerned about remembering to take that off.
You forgot to do this.
Yeah, but luckily the chap who was there had taken the keys out and just left them on the top. He was still there in his cruiser, so I thanked him for that. And so I think we always see lots of posts on Facebook about or I've left my keys here, anybody seen them? If you do see any, just leave them on the top. Chances are the people will realise fairly soon and come back and get them. I know some people are going to think they've won the lottery, a spare set of keys.
Or a windlass.
Or a windlass, yeah. And I think that's what we're going to do. We've only got the 1 Abloy key.
Yeah.
Been cruising nearly 4 years now, and we've said we'll order another key as a spare, and we never have. So
that's
today,
that's our job today, is to order an Abloy.
That was the little bit of a wake-up call to do that. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera down and enjoy the sun.
Cruising.
Yeah. Right, just about to open the upper paddles. Saw a boat coming behind, narrowboat, very short narrowboat. It's nearly as long as it is narrow, so I think we can both squeeze in this lock. But I'm going to change lock duty. Deb's going to come up and operate the paddles, and I'm going to hold the boat steady in the lock.
Yeah, so we arrived at Great Barford.
Yeah, beautiful scenic little place.
Yeah, lovely little village.
Two sets of moorings, EA moorings, one side, Gober the other. I'd got it into my head that I wanted to get on the EA moorings. The boat we shared through the lock, the small narrowboat, they was going for a pub lunch, so they went over onto the EA moorings. There would have been room for us, but it looked a little bit busy. 8 or 9 people milling about there, so we went over onto the Gober moorings.
Bit of a struggle.
You couldn't actually get out there.
No.
I thought I'd actually filmed some footage of the bank just showing how steep it is, but it was quite an angle. So,
and a bit higgledy-piggledy as well.
Yeah, higgledy-piggledy. Yeah.
Another word.
Yeah, wonky, irregular,
Yeah.
or higgledy-piggledy. So, did we have 1 or 2 nights there? Just the one.
Just the one night.
Just the one night there.
Yeah.
But beautiful meadow to walk the dogs in. And, well, you have a look at this. Right, that's had our evening at Great Barford.
Yep.
We're now actually over on the... I will put a little clip up of how busy this area gets. This is the EA moorings.
And Water Point.
There's a boat behind me as well. But this is like the general park area, I think, on a sunny day for Great Barford.
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
Kids and adults swimming. Paddleboarders, canoeists, picnics. Yeah, so we was over there on the Gober moorings, which a lot more suited for us. Got the meadow there for the dogs. Where we're going to today?
We've got 2 locks. We're heading for Goldington.
Yeah, just outside of Bedford.
Yeah, there's a Tesco's within a short walk, because we don't really want to be anywhere too busy, because the next 2 days are going to be in the 30s weather-wise.
Which, if you're watching this from the United Arab Emirates, that probably seems quite cold, but believe you me, for UK that is very warm.
Very, very warm.
Do apologise for me being all over the place with the camera this morning. Nice man over there with his Russell Newbury engine decided to start running that this morning at 6:15, and we was right behind him. But
Yes.
I love the sound of Russell Newbury engines, but not at that time of the day. Sun's in my face. We've now got this bridge to do, and Deb's going to talk you through how we tackle this.
Yeah, so what we have to do is go through, oh, look at that, the no entry sign. If you're 40 foot and over, you go through the no entry sign, because it's a sharp left. Yeah, it's a sharp left, so they advise you. I mean, we only saw it on the Gober thing. I mean,
I'm sure if somebody sees us doing it, they're going to shout and scream. Well, if you look on the appropriate websites, it does say any craft over 40 feet,
go through
regardless
there.
of what the arrow says, go through the one.
It's a
no
very
entry.
tight squeeze, and you've just got to turn left. Yeah. So whatever that is, starboard or port, I'm not sure.
Port.
It's port.
Yeah.
We've got to turn port.
So we're now going to start the engines up and go through that arch that Debbie's pointy finger pointed out and turn to port. And I've just spotted down there the EA 48-hour moorings. I shall put the name of those up on the screen. Yeah, so I think that little channel where those moorings are accessible from the footbridge is like a little island. So you'd go down there to the moorings and then reverse out. Probably stop at those on the way back, so I won't waffle on too much about them now. Just had to sound my horn very loud for very long. There was a lady swimming doing the butterfly stroke, so one minute she was up, next minute she was down, and I was closing on her fast. She did eventually hear me. Quite a deep one, this one, and apparently the paddles, it fills from the middle, so they're not gate paddles, or I think it's a ground paddle at the centre of the lock, so it's going to be interesting to what it does to the boat. And you can see there, that's the side it comes out of, which was the side I was waiting on, so that's just thrown me against the other wall. Yeah, so I had a 50-50 chance of getting it wrong, and sod's law. Oh, I'm now getting thrown against the other wall. There we go. And we'll end this video about a mile outside of Bedford.
Yeah.
Yeah, in next week's video we're going to try and reach to the furthest navigable... Oh, that never sounds right. Navigable. To the furthest point that we can navigate. Down the Great Ouse, which is through Bedford and to a place called Kempston Mill.
Yeah, so I think that's about it.
Yeah, as always, thank you so much.
Yeah,
all your
thank you.
support over on Patreon and PayPal.
Yeah,
links
really
in the description
appreciate
below for all that. If you haven't already subscribed,
Press the subscribe button.
if you enjoyed this little video,
Press the like button.
that was mixed up as well.
Yeah.
If you want future notifications of any videos we
The
upload,
bell icon.
and keep the comments coming.
Yeah, we love your
And
comments.
we do try to answer all of
We
them.
do.
I think we succeed most of the time. So,
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.